So we were getting hit. I mean, I seen green tracers coming at me. I knew I was dead. Well, from my right flank, I seen it looked like a dragon's breath, just red. And those are the tracers around from the 2 gun trucks and all the machine guns you had over there. And it just was slow motion. And I remember all the Green Berets and the Special Forces guy goes, "Who's that?" I said, "That's the Marines. We're good now.
Put your weapons on safe.
My boys are here."
Hey, everybody out there, it's JC.
It's Bo.
Hey, a lot of times we like to get up here and we like to talk a little bit about history, where we've been, things that we've experienced, things that we've seen. And, I remember first meeting Bo back in 1995, and he doesn't remember it, but I certainly remember it, is walking through the rain in the Verona Loop training area when I was becoming an 0331 machine gunner, and he was an 0311 infantry instructor in Charlie Company ITB. And, our relationship started there, and he, kind of put me on a path forward. Said I could teach a man to be a lot of things. Can't teach a man to not be a pussy.
So don't be a pussy.
That stuck with me. And from there, we linked back up when I was a young sergeant going through DI school. He was a staff sergeant. I know a lot of y'all have heard that story. And from there, we were off to war together, and that's where our friendship really got started. And somehow things have always revolved around machine guns, belt-fed weapons.
Yeah.
And I remember one of our very first fights, Bo gave me probably the best constructive criticism / ass chewing / direct counsel that I ever got. We had a down Mark 19, and I had 3 machine gunners on a roof trying to fix it. And I remember you grabbed me and you said, "JC, this isn't your job anymore.
Go fight your platoon.
Go fight your guys." And, before that, I was a chief machine gun instructor at the School of Infantry with my good buddies Marty Custer and Chip Hempshire. And I was passionate about machine guns, and I knew machine guns like the back of my hand. And, it hurt my feelings that the gunny jumped my ass, but it was the right thing at the right time. And as I ran off into the darkness, about 30 seconds later, what do you think I heard? Bop, 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 bop.
The gun was
that Mark 19 was rocking, man.
Yep.
So that was a win. Now, what a lot of people don't know is my time with the machine gun reappeared about a month later when we were in the Tan Teal lumber yard. Mm-hmm. And we were fighting a lot of Taliban. We were fighting Chechens that were foreign fighters that had come across the border in the name of jihad to fight us.
Yeah.
And, boy, they picked a hell of a night to do it. They thought they were going to...
How'd that work out for them?
They thought they were going to jump on a couple Hilux pickup trucks. And
they had no idea. I had 2 gun trucks about, 250 meters away?
No, but before I rolled over with those machine guns, and I had 6 machine guns with me. I had 3 240s and 3 50 cals. They did a video on you on the History Channel. I remember the guy saying, "And Gunny Bodette is living on borrowed time."
Man, shut the hell up.
But hey, they didn't know the dragon's breath was going to show up.
Buddy, look here.
So
we were getting hit. I mean, I seen green tracers coming at me. I knew I was dead. Well, from my right flank, I seen it looked like a dragon's breath, just red. And those are the tracers around from the 2 gun trucks and all the machine guns you had over there. And it just was a slow motion. And I remember all the Green Berets and the Special Forces guy goes, "Who's that?" I said, "That's the Marines. We're good now.
Put your weapons on safe."
My boys are here.
And something I remember about that night, people think gunfights are this high-speed, magical thing that happens, but it's really doing simple things well. We applied a little noise and light discipline, and we snuck right in on the Taliban. Boy, were they fucking surprised.
They had no idea.
Hell, I got one of their hats right here.
Right.
So, with that being said, our history with the machine gun runs really deep. And years go by, I end up becoming a Marine gunner, being responsible for the efficiency and the training of the weapons within an infantry battalion. And right before Bo moved up here, he presented me with this awesome diagram, and we'll get into that here in a second. But tell everybody how you came across this diagram.
Well, it was in my grandfather's basement, and my grandfather being a World War II veteran, he was actually a sergeant major, and back then they took a lot of sergeant majors, and they made them lieutenants, made them into officers. Well, back then when he was in China with General Krulak, not the Commandant Krulak, but the Commandant's dad. Okay?
Brute Krulak.
Right. My grandfather served with him in China, and this is one of the things he had in his basement. And you can see there, it even has V.H. Krulak, First Lieutenant, USMC, on it right there.
By direction.
by dirt. And there was all kinds of cool shit in his basement. He would never let nobody go down to his basement. Well, when he passed away, they went down his basement, and they found a box of fucking hand grenades. They had to call
shocking.
They had to call the bomb squad in,
right,
to come remove the fucking grenades. Yeah, for my grandfather. So I guess there wasn't a whole lot of accountability back then. But anyway, I found this, and it was that air-cooled machine gun.
Yeah,
water-cooled.
yeah. This is the Browning model 1917 water-cooled machine gun. And if you don't know anything about how they used to do diagrams, this was drawn on something called vellum, which was usually some form of animal skin.
Yep, in China.
Because we talked to a local historian, Mike Gray, who gave us the history on this. This was probably drawn somewhere between 37 and 39 in China. So when the Marines got their asses out of Shanghai, got over to the Philippines, it had went from China to the Philippines to your grandfather's basement.
Yep, sure did.
And the reason they drew it on animal skin is because of the humidity and the rot from the jungle would destroy paper diagrams. So for something that's by dirt, by Vic Krulak, from 1-4 to make it all the way around the world and then into your hands, and to be quite honest, a lot of people were kind of iffy about you giving this to me at first.
Well, when I seen it, I knew right away it had to go to you because, your passion, let's cut to the shit, we've done a lot of things in the Marine Corps, but your passion is definitely the machine gun. And I know that, and I know it. So I looked at that and I said, there's only one place that this could go. It had to go to my best friend, J.C. Knight. And I wanted him to have it, so I took it down, I got it framed and everything for him, and I presented it to him. It's a pretty cool piece of history there.
Yeah, I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever been given. This sets up in my living room, so as soon as you walk in, you see this. And, to talk a little bit about Bo and Bo being selfish, he had a couple more of these. One of them, you gave it was the 106 millimeter it's a 37 millimeter anti-material gun that was used during World War I. That sets in the gunner classroom at Quantico that you gifted to Gunner Eggers, and that sets in the classroom right underneath the Holbert wall.
Yep.
So that diagram's there. And Holbert fought in World War I in France.
I'm big on giving stuff to people who I think it should go to. I had like 5 of these, and each one I gave away to a specific person or a specific organization for a specific reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then there's the one with the we got Navy Cross recipient Gunnar Vigiani, the one with the hand. He got that, and a big part of that story is him putting a hand grenade between his legs to take out a Taliban stronghold. Yep. And you gave him the diagram of the hand grenade.
Yep, sure did. Sure did.
So no doubt this is a special piece of history, and I knew people would want to hear about this because I know when I put this on my personal page, people were like, man, that is really awesome. But this is almost 100 years old. For it to make the travel out of China to the Philippines, to your grandfather's basement, now here resting in my house in West by God, Virginia, man, that's absolutely nuts.
It's cool because you see the cork?
Yeah. Yeah, the cork was actually used to hold the water. I mean, simple stuff, man. But moreover, the fact that both of us are alive to sit here, that night one of us should have probably got it. We should have cashed in that night.
No doubt about it.
And here we are talking about this machine gun in my garage. That's crazy.
But there was no doubt when I looked at that, I said, I know exactly where this is going.
Right.
So it's important to me to pass on things that should go to certain people. I'm sure I'd like to have that too, but it means more to me to give to you because I know how in your heart this made you feel, A
little bit of that selflessness about you.
Well, just because it's the right fucking thing.
Yeah. So, and it's funny that we look back through our time in the Marine Corps and we talk about weapon systems, and I'd be willing to bet we've done more in the name of saving good guys and taking out bad guys with 50 cal and 7.62 in the past 20 years than probably any other weapon system we own.
Yeah, probably.
So special to be a machine gunner. It's super special to have that piece of history, and we just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about it. And I got a magic hat from that night. I think you do too.
I do. I got one.
So,
yep.
Screw around and find out.
Hey, and on a good note, your daughter, I heard, got all A's.
Yep, she's back here in the background. There we go. Congratulations, Hannah, our girl.
Got all A's.
Hey,
That's good shit.
That's all we got here today, guys. We want to talk a little bit about the machine gun, a little bit about brotherhood, and putting things in the right spot. So, JC here signing off.
Bo out.